Hello, and welcome to One Big Idea 20 in 10. Lose 20 pounds in 10 weeks. Hi, I'm Uncle Greg, and if you've been listening to the Philosophy Fools podcast, then you know that Josh and I like to discuss every couple of weeks big ideas where we really kind of dig in and see what's interesting about the human condition. And this is a mini series that's predicated on the idea of something very specific, which is Josh and I really enjoy the idea of being able to move ourselves from one point to another, whether it be exercise or in this case, it'll be weight loss for me. I've been stuffing my yap pretty seriously for the last year, and I realized going into the holiday season that I'd be pretty much better off if I got ahead of the power curve and started to think about weight loss before I started to chow down instead of after I put on an additional 10 pounds. So, what I want to share with you is the process that I'll be going through for the next 10 weeks, and we'll create small mini episodes like this so you can follow along at home. My hope is that if you've never set a formal goal before, or if you're interested in specifically in losing some weight, that you can sort of follow along with me and see how I go about it and whether I make it, whether I am successful or if I fail miserably in my stated goal of trying to lose 20 pounds in 10 weeks. So what I want to do is take you through the methodology I use to start to tackle things like weight loss. So, see, I can't even use the tools that I've got. Look at that. Now here, I am going to set a formal goal. And all a formal goal means from wishing is that I'm going to create a circumstance where I conceive of a goal. And if you're thinking about doing this yourself, this can be anything. Because right now in the conception phase, you just want to go crazy. Like say if you really wanted to write a book or if you wanted to become a movie star, this is where you would start. You'd start with the big idea. In this case, I'm being pretty general. I want to lose weight. But I realize that I can't actually just lose weight because what is weight? And it could be anything. It'd be an ounce. So what I want to do is move to the next phase where I define my goal. In this case, I am going to lose 20 pounds in 10 weeks. So what I've done is I've taken a very general concept and I've moved it into something that has measurable outcomes and a deadline. But how do I get there? I have to plan. I have to go through a process where I decide what actions I'm going to take to lose the 20 pounds in 10 weeks. And in this planning phase, I may not get it right, but at minimum, I have a shot at a game plan moving forward. And before I get started, what I really have to do is I've got to commit. I have to move out of the realm of I should lose weight or I really want to lose weight and move into the universe of I will lose 20 pounds in 10 weeks to fully commit to the goal that I've set. Then I'm going to set out to execute on my goal and to track myself as I go along. One of the big parts of a formal goal is that you need to be accountable, and however you choose to be accountable is up to you. I choose to use external resources like my nephew Josh. He's going to be my referee through this 10-week period. And also, I'm going to use a website called stick.com, and that's stickk.com. And it's a place where you can place wagers on yourself as to whether or not you meet your weekly goals. And then when I'm done, whether I succeed at losing 20 pounds or if I squeak in and maybe lose 19 pounds, which is a failure because the goal is 20, either way, I'm going to determine what happened, what worked, and what didn't work. And with that, no goal process is really a failure. it's always going to be, if you learn from the activity, you're always a step ahead of where you were before you got started. So, with that in mind, what I'm going to do is share with you on this feed what I'm going through. So every week, I'm going to get together with Josh and we'll discuss the things that went well. We'll discuss the things that didn't go particularly well. And we'll discuss whether I met that week's goal. And my hope is that through that process, you can see a path forward for yourself on any goals that you may like to do. I've used this same process to write novels. I've used it to get work, to actually go out and look for new career paths. So there's a lot embedded in this idea. I like the idea of weight loss because it's very simple. It's very straightforward. It's very numerical. And you definitely know every week whether you made the goal or whether you failed on the goal. But this applies to pretty much anything where you would like to change some part of your life. So I hope you join me on this journey because I think it'll be a lot of fun, but also I think you can get a lot out of it. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I look forward to talking to you next week when we do episode 1 of 2410. Excuse me, that's 20 in 10. I can't even remember what I'm doing. But thank you so much for checking this out, and I look forward to having you come along the journey with me. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.